When Battle of Z came out, it was mainly known for being the first game to include Beerus, Whis, and Super Saiyan God Goku. To this day, that's still kind of all this game is known for. I mean, look at it. It's plastered all over the box art. They knew what they were doing. This game is, in the nicest way, unique. It's basically a team-based Dragon Ball game. Every fight requires 4 characters to be picked. They can even all be the same character if I wanted. The story mode for this game is separated into missions. There are 60 missions in total that'll unlock as I complete them. The only one available at the start is mission 1, so I don't have much choice but to start there. This mission serves as a tutorial, and I gotta say, the controls in this game are weird. Square and X are to fly up and down, and triangle is for melee attacks. Circle is for ki blasts, at least that's normal. Pressing triangle while holding L1 does a strike impact, which leads to a pursuit attack. Doing this action for the first time gets me my first trophy. The back triggers are for each character's unique attacks. It's not their super attacks, since there's a different input for those. After every mission, I get Dragon Ball points, or DP, XP to level up, and a random assortment of cards that I can equip to boost my stats. There is another currency called Premium Points, or PP, but I'll explain more about that in a bit. The card collection becomes unlocked, and I'll just spoil something right now. Yes, there is a trophy for collecting all cards, and yes, I am going to suffer through it. I won't focus on that until later since I still have missions to go through, and I'll get cards just by playing through the game. The next mission is against more Cybermen and Raditz at the end. The main takeaway from this mission is I learned how to use super attacks. When my SP gauge, which is this blue bar under my health, is filled enough, then I can press circle and triangle together to do my super attack. Like I said, weird controls for this game. After this mission, I unlock Kid Gohan and Raditz as playable characters, as well as the item collection. Items are a one-time use, and I can buy more with DP points. Most of them are pretty useless, and I won't use them much. Mission 3 is where I finally get a full team of 4 and learn a few things. I can do an energy share and give my teammates some of my SP. I'll never actually do this in normal gameplay, but I get a trophy for doing it for the first time. If my teammate gets downed, I can revive them by essentially melee attacking them. I get another trophy for doing this for the first time. At the end of the mission, I get an energy request. These happen if I do a bonus objective during the mission. I have 20 seconds to mash circle and send as much energy as I can. Doing this for the first time gets me a trophy. The point of doing this is to get PP. The amount I get equates to how much energy I sent. I also unlock Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien as playable characters. The premium collection unlocks, and this is where I can use PP. In here are cards that can only be gotten with PP. There's also the weekly lineup, which, like the name says, only lasts a week. Once 7 days have passed, then a new set of cards come in, and I have to wait a month before it loops back to the beginning, and I can buy any cards I missed. Something else in here is the random collection. The majority of items can only be obtained through this, and I only get 60 pulls a week. If I run out, then I have to wait a whole week before I can try again. I have no clue why this game has gambling mechanics. I'll come back to this later in the game. For now, I'll keep doing missions. Mission 4 is against Nappa, and here I get 2 more trophies. When I chase an enemy, there's a chance one of my teammates can chime in. If they each do an attack, then I'll get a max meteor chain and pop a trophy for it. Then, if I melee attack an enemy while a teammate is doing the same, there's a chance we'll sync our attacks and do extra damage. Doing this for the first time gets me another trophy. Let's skip to mission 6 where I fight Grade 8 Vegeta. How giant fights work in this game is each of the giant's limbs have their own health bar. Depleting these will make him weaker and easier to deplete his main health bar. Finishing this mission gets me a trophy for completing the Sand Saga Z Fighters path. I specify the Z Fighters path since this game also includes fights from the villain's point of view. By number order, these missions come next, so now I'm playing with the Saiyans for a few fights. This lasts until mission 10, where I have another giant fight, this time against Great Ape Gohan. I deal with him the same as the last giant fight. After I beat him, I get a trophy for completing the Saiyan Saga, Saiyan Path. The next group of missions take place during the Frieza saga. Multiple fights happen against the Ginyu Force until Frieza shows up. Then more fights against Frieza in each of his forms until mission 17, where I fight full power Frieza. To clear this mission, I have to beat Frieza in under 5 minutes. I wonder if that's a nod to when Frieza said Namek would explode in 5 minutes, but then proceeded to fight for 20 more episodes. I beat him and get the trophy for completing the Frieza saga Z Fighters path. Now I do the same fights, but from Frieza's point of view. Mission 18 is against the Z Fighters, and this mission honestly took an hour to complete. The Z Fighters have a bunch of Senju beans, so whenever I beat one, they come right back at full health. I have to beat any combination of them a total of 5 times until they stop coming back. This is also a good time to talk about the retry system. Every character has an amount of retries they come with, from 0 to 2, depending how strong they are. If either me or my team go down and don't get picked up, then we respawn and use one of the retries. The problem here is my teammates almost never revive me or each other. If my teammate goes down, I'm almost always being targeted next and don't have a chance to help them. To add to it, when I go down, my timer is only 5 seconds while my teammates are 10 seconds. No idea why there's a difference. All of my failures are from this mechanic. Also, when you get knocked out, you get sent flying across the map. With how slow I fly, there's no way I can make it to both of them in 10 seconds, and that's if I don't get targeted on the way. Okay, small rant over, for now. I most definitely will come back to this for later missions. Mission 19 is against the same Z Fighters, except this time Goku goes Super Saiyan when I take down Krillin. This one was a cakewalk compared to before. Mission 20 is the last fight, and it's against only Super Saiyan Goku. Even when it's 4 against 1, my teammates still don't care about me. Finishing this fight gets me the trophy for completing the Frieza saga, Frieza Soldier path. To unlock characters, I need to get a specific rank in certain missions. For example, mission 21, I got an A rank and unlocked 3 characters. The most any character will require is an S rank. The highest rank I can normally get is a triple S rank, so there's some leeway. I'll be aiming to get at least an S rank for most missions to unlock every character by the end. After mission 23, my partner rank with Krillin got to level 10, which is the max, and I got a trophy for maxing out one character's partner rank. I had no issues for the next few missions until mission 26. It starts against 4 Cell Juniors. When I beat them all, Cell Perfect Form comes out. When I beat him, he comes back as Perfect Cell. Doesn't sound too bad at first. There's just one issue. Remember earlier when I said my teammates sometimes wouldn't revive me or each other? This battle, that problem comes in full force. There are no more retries, so the mission will end if anyone dies. I go down, but thank God Trunks is here to help me. Right, Trunks? No? I didn't want to play anyways. I have 2 retries this time, with my whole team attacking him. Too bad he just wiped out my whole team in seconds with a single attack. Vegeta, he is clearly attacking me. Go help the team. What is wrong with you? I have no more retries again, so I'm trying my best to revive anyone I can. I pick up my teammates 4 times, but when I go down, I'm left for dead every time. I'm even using a Senju Bean item that heals me back to full once when I go down, and it's still not enough. I got so frustrated, I even went in with 4 Super Saiyan Gokus. That might have made the AI dumber, honestly. After no one helped me again, I picked up a teammate only to have him immediately charge into death. It wasn't just him either. My whole team charged into Cell's explosive wave. There goes all my retries. Cell uses Kamehameha and it takes out 3 of us at once. Thankfully, the one teammate left alive fell with us, so he can pick us back up. Brother, what is wrong with the AI in this game? There are so many times where I'll revive someone while another teammate is just standing right next to them. Cell's explosive wave does about 10,000 damage, and sometimes he likes to throw it out multiple times. 3 of us are down, and as always, the last guy is next to a down teammate, and they just don't care. Here it is happening again. 3 of us down, and they just do not care. I even did a little experiment here. I have no retries left, so if this guy dies, then it's over. I could revive him, but I want to see if the AI will. To absolutely no one's surprise, he didn't. It took almost 2 hours to finally beat this mission. I did pick 2 Krillins so I'd have more retries, but I think I just got lucky. This isn't even the ending for this path. I still have 1 more mission against the androids and Cell with future chunks. Thank God this mission is nowhere near as frustrating. Finishing this fight gets me the trophy for completing the Cell Saga Z Fighters path. I unlocked Perfect Cell to use, so the villain fights are easy. I did actually fail mission 31 a few times due to the obvious, but it didn't take nearly as long as mission 26. Beating this mission gets me the trophy for completing the Cell Saga Androids path. For the entirety of the Buu Saga, there wasn't a single mission that gave me trouble. Maybe one mission I failed twice, but I'd rather fail twice than go into double digits. Both halves of the Buu Saga are only 4 missions long. The first half ends at mission 35, and finishing this mission gets me the trophy for completing the Buu Saga Z Fighters path. The second half ends at mission 39, and finishing this mission gets me the trophy for completing the Buu Saga Majin Buu path. Upon completing mission 39, character restrictions get removed, meaning I'm no longer locked to picking canon characters for certain fights. I can play as anyone I want. With the 4 main sagas now done, we'll move on to the bonus sagas. They're categorized by ages, and the first one is another age, starting with mission 40. I have to beat 98 Cybermen of different colors until a black one appears as the boss. That sounds like a lot of enemies, and it is, until mission 42 comes and I have to beat 150 Frieza soldiers. Mission 45 is the end of this age and my tutorial for ultimate attacks. I know, 45 missions in, and they're just now doing this. Even though the character restriction got removed, I'm still forced to use this team. That's because only certain characters can use ultimates, and base Goku is one of them. Long story short, I need to max out the energy meter at the top to use my ultimate. When it's maxed out, I hold L1 and press square and X together to start charging my ultimate. I then have to mash circle to fill the energy meter again to launch my ultimate. The enemy can still damage me, and if I lose all my health, then the ultimate fails. As soon as I launch the ultimate, I get a trophy for using an ultimate for the first time. If I manage to get it off, then the mission ends and I get a Z rank. This is the only way to Z rank a mission. I also get a trophy for completing all missions in another age. The extra age consists of all movie villains, being Cooler, Broly, and Hirudegarn. Both fights against Cooler weren't bad, although when I fought Metal Cooler, Frieza went down and glitched through the map. We couldn't revive him, which led to us all dying. When I did beat Metal Cooler, one of the cards I got was level 7, and I got a trophy for it. Broly starts in his Super Saiyan form, but when he transforms, he is a menace. I got hit by him once, and went from 21,000 health to dead in seconds. And of course, no one revived me, so the mission failed. Mission 50 is the last mission for this age, and it took a bit. It's against Hirudegarn, and this isn't your normal giant fight. I can't target his limbs one by one until they're gone, because they regenerate, meaning he is always at full power. The fight also lasts longer, so there's more of a chance of this happening. I also sometimes struggle to lock on to certain limbs, since they all come back. I spent a solid 30 seconds trying to lock onto his left arm, while my team died in the background. When I finally beat him, I get the trophy for completing all missions in the Extra Age. The Special Age is where all bets are off. Each battle includes multiple enemies with multiple transformations. Mission 51 is against Saiyans who go Super Saiyan when beaten. 52 is against Frieza's whole squad with every form of Frieza and Cooler and the entire Ginyu Force. 53 is every form of Cell with every android in the game. 54 is the whole Majin squad with every form of Buu, and 55 is against all 4 main villains at once. When I finished mission 54, I got a trophy for achieving player level 99. And when I finished mission 55, I got a trophy for beating a difficulty level 5 mission without retrying. Each mission has a difficulty level tied to it. I didn't even know this was a trophy. I got it by accident. Missions 56 and 57 are against Vegeta and Goku's family. Mission 58 is kind of weird. I get put on the World Tournament stage and just have to survive 5 minutes against endless enemies. I ended up picking weak characters with the max amount of retries to survive this. I also used this mission to get another miscellaneous trophy for beating a difficulty level 5 mission without any cards or items equipped. I used 4 Android 19s since they have the highest defense and held block the entire time. All my retries got used up, but I ended up beating it after a few tries. Mission 59 gets a little wild. It starts against 3 strong characters, then Hirudegarn comes out of nowhere. He does insane damage. Within 30 seconds, he knocked out my teammates 7 times. He's tough enough to beat, but then when I do, the mission doesn't end. Instead it says, mission continued. Who can be tougher than the enemies I just beat? You're joking. I'm just thrown into a fight against Beerus and Whis immediately? I have no retries because I thought I was done. Now that I know what I'm up against, I'll be more prepared. A change of characters with 2 retries left, and I'm more than able to take down Beerus and Whis now. Mission 60 is the last mission, and it holds no punches. I have to beat every single character in the roster. There are 66 opponents in total, with the last opponent being Super Vegito, someone I can't even play as. This mission takes at least 20 minutes to beat, so if I'm at the end and go down while Vegito has a sliver of health left and no one revives me, then I just wasted 20 minutes. God, I hate the AI in this game. Luckily, it only took me 1 more try to beat. I just changed the character again to have more retries. Funny enough, I didn't even need them. I didn't use any retries in this attempt. Finishing this mission gets me the trophy for completing all missions in the Special Age and a trophy for completing all missions. I also unlocked Super Saiyan God Goku as a character from this mission. I thought he'd be my last character, but didn't realize I never unlocked Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I have to S-rank mission 37 to unlock him. I do that quickly to unlock him as a character and get the trophy for unlocking all characters. My next grind will be going after all the card drops from missions. This is like Xenoverse when I had to grind for skills. Certain missions have cards that only drop from them. I want to give a huge thank you to this user for creating a spreadsheet for every card in the game and where to get them. Because of this, I was able to be more efficient since sometimes multiple cards could be gotten from the same mission. I also saved up enough premium points to buy the Purunga's Wish card from the weekly lineup. It costs 150,000 premium points, and I got a trophy when I bought it for spending over 100,000 premium points. This card is vital to getting enough premium points to buy everything else. At the end of a mission, it gives me premium points based on my player level. This can be 5 times the usual amount I'd get from an energy request. I used this while grinding cards and eventually got enough premium points to then buy the Shenron's Glare card. This card changes the usual 3 cards I'd get at the end of a mission to 4. Here it is already being useful. It took about 15 hours to grind out all the cards I needed from missions. This last card I needed took almost 2 hours to drop. I also got a trophy at some point for completing missions 100 times. Now the only cards I need are from the premium collection. I've also been spinning the random collection 60 times every week trying to get all the items. I need to buy the items too, not just unlock them. I got a trophy for spending over 1 million DP while doing that. Since I have to wait at least a few weeks for the golden lineups to switch out, I'll work on a few more trophies. With all characters unlocked, I can play as every character for a trophy and increase every character's partner rank to 10 for another trophy. I grinded mission 5 over and over again since I only had to beat Nappa to clear the mission. I went through every character in the roster while switching out teammates when they hit level 10. I first got the trophy for getting every character's partner rank to 10, then about an hour later, I got the trophy for using every character. There's a trophy for getting a Z rank on 10 different missions, and if you remember back in mission 45, the game showed us that using an ultimate was the only way to get a Z rank. Mission 45 counts as one of those 10, so I only need to Z rank 9 more missions. Now what makes this stupid is to use an ultimate, I need an item called the Ultimate Jewel, and I can only get these from the premium collection. Only 4 can be bought per week, so even more waiting needs to be done. 3 more trophies require an ultimate to be done on each main villain except Vegeta. The first one needs to be against full power Frieza, and no, mission 45 didn't count because that was against first form Frieza. Mission 17 is where I'll get this one. I'm using Broly since he's the strongest character with an ultimate. To increase my energy meter fast, I can do chase attacks and hope my teammates chain it. The higher the chain, the more energy I get. My first attempt, Frieza died too fast, but my second attempt, I managed to pull it off. The trophy pops as soon as I launch the ultimate. For a perfect cell, I'll do mission 26. I have plenty of time to charge my energy with the Cell Juniors and against Cell before he turns perfect. My first 3 attempts all ended with a failed ultimate because my teammates either wouldn't heal me or distract Cell while I charged up. I ended up switching my team a bit and pulled the ultimate off on my 4th attempt. Again, the trophy pops when I launch the ultimate. For Kid Buu, I'll do mission 35. I don't have the luxury of time to charge my energy here, so I need to get lucky and hope my team change my chase attacks. Kid Buu will teleport to the other side of the stage at some point, and I need to max my energy before that. My first 2 attempts, I didn't get lucky and thus failed my ultimate twice. My 3rd try, I got 2 max chains, which basically guaranteed my ultimate. I launched it and got the trophy. Now I've Z-ranked 4 missions, I still need to do 6 more. The easiest missions to get a Z rank on are the early giant missions, mainly because if I stay at a far enough distance, then they won't target me. Missions 6 and 10 are the easiest missions to Z rank for this reason. I tried other missions with few characters, but those didn't end well. I decided on doing missions with multiple weaker characters so I can charge my energy without fear of ending the mission too fast. These were missions 8, 19, 41, and 43. When I finish mission 43 with an ultimate, I get the trophy for getting a Z rank on 10 missions. Now is a good time to do the online trophies. And these are somehow the easiest and most annoying trophies I've done so far. We'll start with battle mode. I need 100 wins here. This can be done with only 2 players. In total, 1 match cycle took about a minute, so after almost 2 hours, I got the trophy for winning 100 times in battle mode. In battle mode is another mode called Battle Royale. This is a free-for-all type mode where the player with the most KOs gets a gold medal. I need to get 10 gold medals and each match lasts a minimum of 5 minutes. This means I only need to get 1 KO, then wait until time expires. After an hour of doing this, I get the trophy for acquiring 10 gold medals in Battle Royale. While those trophies took hours, these next few will take minutes. As soon as I join another player's team for co-op, I get a trophy for it. Then when a mission starts while I'm still in co-op, I get another trophy. Another game mode I can play is called Dragon Ball Grab, and it's exactly how it sounds. I have to find Dragon Balls around the map. My teammates can help, and once we found all 7, the game ends and I get a trophy for finding all 7 Dragon Balls. The last online trophies are all the same deal. I need to make a team of 4 different characters from a specific group and win a match in battle mode. The only issue is I need more than 2 human players for this. You're probably thinking I need 5 players so I can do a 4v1 and have 4 players on my team. But that gets shut down when the game forcibly makes the teams even, so a 4v1 is impossible. I need at least 7 human players for these trophies. This is annoying, not even in the game itself, it's the fact that I need to find 6 other people to help boost this now 11-year-old game. It took weeks, but I eventually did find other players, and besides that hassle, these trophies are going to take under 5 minutes for all of them. First, my team and I all picked different versions of Goku. Winning a match with this team gets me 3 trophies. 1 for winning a match with a team of 4 different Z Fighters, 1 for winning a match with a team of 4 different Saiyans, and 1 for winning a match with a team of 4 different Gokus. Then we all pick different Frieza Force characters and win a match with them for a trophy. Finally, we all pick different androids and win a match with them for the last online trophy. This is what I meant when I said these are the easiest and most annoying trophies so far, considering it took weeks to get enough players for them, but only minutes to do them all. Another week has passed and a new golden lineup is here, as well as another 60 tries at the random collection. I only need 1 more item from here, and I've been trying for the last 2 weeks. Luckily, or maybe unluckily, after only 3 pulls, I got the last item I needed and the trophy for collecting all items. The last cards I need are all from the premium collection, so I need to wait a week or 2 until I'm able to complete that. In the meantime, I can work on the most tedious trophy I've seen in a while. In the play log, I can see the amount of time I've spent in missions. By the time I beat all 60 missions, I only had around 20 hours. I need 50. I did mission 6 and just sat AFK while my teammates did the work. This also helped me grind premium points to buy the remaining cards I need, since Porunga's Wish would give around 5,000 premium points per completion. I did this mission for hours on end. This was definitely meant to be done over time and not grinded out. While grinding this mission, I hit level 445 and got a trophy for acquiring 150 million player XP. Another week passes and finally the last card I need shows up in the golden lineup. I buy this last card and that's all 142 cards collected, and I get the trophy for collecting them all. All that's left now is to AFK mission 6 a few more hours until I get the platinum. I get to the point where I only need 3 more minutes of mission time. For this, I can just play the mission normally for once. As soon as the mission ends, I get the trophy for obtaining 50 hours of mission playtime, and immediately after, the platinum. Well, that's kinda lazy. It's the same name as Ultimate Tenkaichi's platinum. According to the guides I used, this game should take around 60 to 70 hours to platinum. Adding up all my footage of this game, I spent 71 hours and 13 minutes for this platinum. While this game had moments where I wanted to pull my hair out, it wasn't the worst Dragon Ball game I've played. But I also wouldn't say it's a good one either. It sits somewhere in the middle for me, though closer to the bottom. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to be like everyone else and forget this game even exists.